Kanye West, one of the biggest names in the rap music industry, released his new album, Donda, in late August. We look at why it didn't live up to expectations and the scandal around its release. We know you're excited about this one, so let's dive in. Build up to Kanye's Donda. The album is named after and in memory of Kanye's late mother, Donda C. West. Donda is Kanye's 10th album that features a staggering 27 song titles. The new album features some massive artists including Jay-Z, The Weeknd, Jay Electronica, Travis Scott, Lil Baby, The Lox, Young Thug, and Pop Smoke. Fans were understandably skeptical when Kanye announced the release of his long-awaited 10th studio album, Donda. Kanye is renowned for delaying and postponing projects indefinitely, so hearing new music seemed doubtful. Kanye West, however, revealed what looks to be his new album on July 22nd at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, featuring appearances from Lil Baby, Pusha T, Don Toliver, and others. However, instead of a straightforward release that Friday, it appears the last-minute modifications have caused the final product to be delayed. That weekend, rumors surfaced that he was camping out at Mercedes-Benz Stadium completing the album. The rapper was photographed visiting a Major League Soccer game at the stadium days after the premiere, dressed in his all-red ensemble from Thursday night. West will stay at Mercedes-Benz Stadium until the record is done, according to a spokesman at the venue. Release date: Kanye posted a promotional video on Instagram with track star Sha'Carri Richardson and the new tune named No Child Left Behind, ahead of the Atlanta celebration. Donda was expected to be released on July 23rd after Thursday night's hearing event. The new release date was then scheduled for August 6th. Donda was then finally released on August 29th to mixed reviews after a third listening event on August 26th at Soldier Field in Chicago. The last event in Chicago wasn't without controversy though, with artists DaBaby and Marilyn Manson making appearances. This didn't go good for West's image according to critics, with DaBaby's recent homophobic comments and Manson's sexual assault allegations. Album theme: Kanye West's upcoming divorce from Kim Kardashian, with whom he's been married for 7 years and has 4 children with, is mentioned numerous times throughout the album. Tell the Assassins I Fled from Calabasas, Kanye raps in one song, apparently titled Welcome to My Life. Kanye West may be heard singing I'm Losing My Family on the album, while another song contains what appears to be West's daughter, North, asking him to stay at home. While many fans have viewed Donda as a direct response to Kanye's divorce, it also fits in well with his 2019 album Jesus is King in terms of religious inspiration. Album released without West's permission. Kanye West posted to Instagram hours after his 10th album went online on streaming sites, alleging that the label didn't have his permission to release it. West's label, Universal, didn't respond immediately to claim, but later reported that the claim was quote-unquote preposterous. Kanye released photos of what seemed to be a text message exchange between him and his manager, Boo Time, on Saturday night, implying that Donda's release could be delayed since he didn't have DaBaby's approval for jail. In the exchange, Boo suggested taking DaBaby off the track. West replied, I'm not taking my brother off. The whole dispute about releasing the album with or without Kanye's permission has split fans, with some backing West and others saying the label was well within their rights to release the album they were contracted to record for the artist. Kanye reveals a new product during album launch week. Kanye's website was updated with a new product from audio technology startup Kano before the listening event in Chicago. Users may remix Donda's songs with various effects using the gadget, which is a tiny puck-shaped audio interface. The gadget appears to come preloaded with the album's audio stems. The Yeezy and Kano stem player, according to the Kano website, allows you to manipulate vocals, drums, bass, and samples. Users may isolate portions of music, apply effects, and break any song into stems with the gadget. It includes both Bluetooth and analog audio inputs, enabling you to remix in any situation. Kim Kardashian's effect on the album. Kim Kardashian found herself in deep water after attending Kanye West's Donda listening party and unintentionally revealing that she had been listening to her estranged husband's new album on mute. Kim Kardashian has often demonstrated her support for Kanye West's latest album, Donda, in recent days. The former Keeping Up with the Kardashian star has had a front-row ticket to the release, from going on stage as a completely veiled bride at his listening party to incorporating his 4 children in the festivities. Fan favorites, top 5s. Hurricane featuring The Weeknd and Lil Baby. I can float on the ocean, 1,000 miles from shore. Father, keep me tight, don't let me down. I know you won't. The Weeknd's quote. The Weeknd, Lil Baby, and Kanye West vocals over a quiet, cryptic beat present a story of redemption and reflect on remorse from previous errors. The Weeknd performs a chorus about being in the dark and discovering an inner light in God. Walking on water and surviving a storm is a clear metaphor for overcoming adversity with the assistance of human strength and God's grace. The first stanza of Lil Baby is about him reflecting on his life and how far he's come despite his upbringing's obstacles. West's verse focuses on his feelings of shame and responsibility for the breakup of his marriage with Kim Kardashian. Fiendin' for some true love. Ask Kim, what do you love? It's difficult to know what the truth is, but the fact is, that truth stinks. 24. Please God, make everything okay. Nothing else seems right. While Christianity has been a part of many of West's songs, from Jesus Walks to Ultra Light Beam, many people were dubious when he said that he would no longer produce secular music. Over the years, some of West's finest and most amusing songs have used filthy, cartoonish language that most people would argue should never be performed in a church. The Sunday service choir and West freely implore God to reassure them and solve their difficulties in 24. The purity and simplicity of the message are what makes this song so appealing. Believe what I say. I never questioned what you were asking for, and I gave you all you asked for. From the West. This is a song that anybody may enjoy. It opens with a sample from Lauryn Hill's hit Doo-Wop, That Thing from 1998. Hill's voice hums throughout the song, and the music is lively and enjoyable. The lyrics once again center on West, who is vaguely discussing his divorce from Kardashian and venting his anger about the relationship's demise. It's groovy and an easy listen, despite the melancholy subject matter. Donda. And what made the endeavor even more meaningful to me was the opportunity to convey not only what he meant to me, but what he meant to a generation. Donda West is a writer who lives in the United States. Despite the fact that she is the eponymous character, West's mother appears to be out of focus for much of the album. However, West's mother delivers a poignant spoken word about her son in the song Donda. It's not quite as sweet as Hey Mama from Late Registration, but it's certainly a good indicator of how close these two were. For the introduction and outro, West is joined by Stallone, the world-famous Tony Williams, and the Sunday Service Choir, who perform choir-like praise vocals. Jail, Part 1 and 2. The elements of Jail and Jail Part 2 are notable, although for quite different reasons. West raps about being symbolically imprisoned in a jail in track 2 and tells Kim Kardashian that being single isn't that awful. The song's second half contains a long-awaited appearance by Jay-Z, who collaborated with West on the 8 times platinum-selling single N-Words in Paris. For longtime fans, Jay-Z's appearance was a breath of new air, as well as a possible hint for a Watch the Throne sequel. In place of Jay-Z, Marilyn Manson and DaBaby are featured on Jail Part 2. Their selection has sparked outrage because both have had recent issues. DaBaby is accused of homophobic slurs and comments made at a concert, while Marilyn Manson is accused of sexual assault and grooming. Donda is a jumble of concepts: Christianity, rhythm, love, guilt, joy, grief, and sin. Donda is West's greatest album since The Life of Pablo in 2016 for its ability to encompass a wide variety of emotions and to simultaneously take itself seriously while maintaining a sense of humor. Album critics and reviews. According to an accumulation of reviews from Metacritic, writers gave Donda a 52% overall score, putting the album on track to be West's most critically acclaimed album. With 27 tracks and over 2 hours of playtime, the album was also slammed for its length. However, critics still felt that Donda showcased West's ability to create emotionally moving songs. According to The Guardian, despite all of the turmoil surrounding Donda's release, there remains a lingering feeling that the spectacle has overpowered the actual music. Donda is dominating the music charts, despite mixed reviews from journalists. On Monday, tracks from the album accounted for 6 of the top 10 most streamed Spotify songs, while Donda's whole album charted on Apple Music's most streamed songs in the US, with Donda's 27 songs ranking 33rd or higher. Donda's first week sales appear to be on course to pass Olivia Rodrigo for the most first week sales so far this year. Conclusion: it's long, confusing, and occasionally unclear. but it's also a wonderful and flawed work of art, a real reflection of the perplexing artist's mind who produced it, even if he claims it was released prematurely. With mixed reviews on the album as a whole, and critics slamming West for his choice and featured artists on some tracks, he is who he is, and only time will tell how well this album actually does on the charts. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.